I am 26 years old and I have learned many life lessons along the way. So I thought may as well just sit down and record some of these so it can be like a nice video diary entry for my future self to reflect back on. Some of these lessons may be controversial, others might be super general knowledge, but I hope you guys find some value in this video. So here are 26 life lessons I have learned in 26 years of living. Let's start with the first one. If it's not a hell yes, it's a no. This is a lesson I learned super hard because sometimes I would just do things when in my heart I was a maybe. But the rule that I try to live my life by now is if my heart doesn't say a hell yes, then it's just an automatic no. So whenever someone presents me with a proposition, if my heart doesn't say hell yes, I will just say no. If it's a maybe, it's a no. If it's a yeah, okay, it's a no. So saying no when I don't feel in my bones that this is something I want to do is super hard, but it's something that has served me very well. So the next one is don't take advice from people whose lives you don't aspire to. This might be hard for some people because we have friends, family who are always giving us advice, and some of them may be really sound, but we can't always just take people's advice, especially if they're living a life that we don't aspire to live to. If they are not living a life that you imagine as your future, it's better to not take their advice. And something that I do when I'm bombarded with free advice from people is I just take it in from one ear and remove it from the other. I don't even let it simmer in my head because I don't want that. Next one is women are not small men. We live in a patriarchal society where majority of men are responsible for our governments, majority of men are responsible for all the commerce that happens in the world. There are more men CEOs than more women CEOs. So we just all have sort of assumed that women are smaller men and we can do everything that a man can. And this is a whole separate video in itself. But women cannot do everything a man can. It's physically not possible. We are physically, biologically very different. And putting all this pressure on women to become just like men, to do everything that a man can without putting the pressure on the man to do everything that a woman can, it's just not right. Women are not small men. Let's stop pretending like they are. The next one is the universe has your back. Call it whatever you want. Don't get stuck on the semantics. Universe, God, spirit, higher power, whatever it is, it has your back. Personally, I can attest to it. More than once, I have been shown that there is someone out there who has my back and who's willing to give me, especially if I'm willing to give myself too. So I'm always getting the best opportunities, the best of everything, because I believe that the universe has my back and it's just easier to live this way. Which brings me to my next one, which is things get to be easy. I don't know who made the rule that you have to always work hard and things have to be hard. If you're not doing hard work, then you don't deserve the fruits. I don't know who made this rule, but let me just call it out. It's bullshit. Things get to be easy. You don't have to always struggle. You can get money easily. You can get into a college you want easily. You can get the job of your dreams easily. If you believe it'll be easy, then it will be easy. It doesn't have to be hard. Just remove the notion from your brain that things have to be hard and you need to struggle to make money or you need to struggle to achieve the life that you want to be. Just accept that things get to be easy, and trust me, the universe, which has your back, will conspire to make it easy for you. The next one is people come into your life for a reason, season, or a lifetime. Not all friendships are meant to last. As a child, I would always hold on to my friendships even long after their rest in peace state. There were just some people in my childhood who I thought would be my best friends forever and who I'd always be friends with. Some people come in for a reason. They come into your life to teach you a lesson, or they come in for a season, that is, they come in for a little period in your life, maybe when you're in school, or maybe when you're at a job for a couple years, or they come into your life for a lifetime. Those are the rare friendships and the rare relationships. Not every relationship is going to be there for a lifetime, and it's okay. Just let friendships go. If it's not working out anymore, there's no point holding on. I've had many friends who I've had to break up with because it just didn't make sense to be friends with them anymore. I just sincerely believe not everyone who comes into your life will be there forever. Might as well let them go with ease when they have to. The next one is looks matter and can make your life easier. I know people say looks don't matter, but especially as a woman, I have noticed that a woman who puts effort into how she looks and effort into how she dresses, it does change people's perception of you. So yeah, this one may be controversial, but beautiful people just have a bit more advantage. It will get you farther in life. It will open doors for you that wouldn't have otherwise. Let me just clarify and say by beautiful, I don't mean traditional outwards beauty. I also mean inner beauty and how you treat people and how kind you are and how kind your heart is. If you just put a little bit more effort into how you look, it projects confidence and it lets people know that you are to be taken seriously and not to be messed with. The next one, you are not meant for everyone, so don't be a people pleaser. I don't think I've ever been a people pleaser. I've always been very steadfast and very confident in myself. I don't mind having different opinions from people and saying them out loudly. I guess that's why I have a career online. I also know some people who will just agree with everything I say because they think that that's what I need from them. I've seen this happen in social circles and family where people are just yes men and they are just like yes, yes, yes to everything without having a single opinion of their own. So first of all, that's not nice. You shouldn't have to belittle yourself to be accepted by other people. And secondly, no matter how much you try, you will not be able to please everyone. No matter how many yeses you say, it still won't be enough. Might as well just say what's on your heart, just say what you mean and be real. The next lesson I've learned is the easiest way to have a conversation with a stranger is to ask them questions. I was a very awkward teenager when I entered my early adulthood and I had to like network and meet people. I would never know what to say because I was so awkward. But now I found a really easy way to talk to strangers, and that is to just ask them questions. Everyone loves talking about themselves. So I just ask interesting questions and they are very happy to answer, and that way I can have a conversation with a stranger without worrying about what I need to say next. I just always ask them about their day, what's going on, how they're doing, about their family, about their life, about their work, about their favorite color, just random questions to get them talking, and then just take the conversation from there. It's the easiest way to strike up a conversation with a stranger. Okay, next one. Say you're sorry. Just say you're sorry. Whenever you're wrong, own up to your mistake, apologize. It does not make you a weak person, especially in more casual relationships like friendships and stuff, where you feel like saying sorry might change the power dynamic or something. That's not true. Just like saying you're sorry when you've hurt someone or when you've made an unkind comment, having that realization that you were wrong and then accepting it, it makes you a very conscious and self-aware person. It makes you seem more sorted. Just say you're sorry and move on. Please. The next one is growth and healing are not always linear, which basically means you can't grow in a straight line. Growth or healing or anything in life doesn't just go up like this. It goes up like this, then it comes down. Then it goes up, then it comes down. Then it goes up, then it comes down. But it steadily goes up if you continue on that route. So the next one is you always have a choice. Don't be backed up into thinking that, oh, you're stuck in a corner and you can only pick one thing because that's the only thing. No, you have a choice. You just don't like the options. The next one is there is no one ultimate life purpose. You are born to do a bunch of different things. I don't know about you, but I've spent many hours wondering what my purpose in life is. Why am I here? What I've learned is there is no one purpose. There is no one answer. You are meant to do so many different things and you can't just boil your whole life's essence down to one thing. That is so reductive, and you are so much more. You are the whole universe in yourself and you are meant to do everything that you could imagine yourself doing, and there is no one big thing that is going to change your life. You have a lot of different purposes through different seasons of your life, through different ages of your life, and you can embrace all or none of them. It's totally up to you. What can change the game for you though is being grateful. Practicing gratitude and being grateful for what you have, not for what you can have or what the future may have, but what you have right now, like the roof over your head, the computer with which you're watching this video, or the clothes on your back. Whatever you have right now, being grateful for it and giving thanks to it will literally change your whole vibe, will literally change your whole life, trust me. The next one is everything is figure outable. We may find ourselves in situations where it may feel like there is no choice, but you always have a choice. Where it may feel like it's never gonna get better, where it may feel like this is the end of the world. But trust me, everything is figure outable. First of all, you are so capable, you don't even realize that, but you are so capable to do anything you want, so you can figure it out just by yourself. But also, you have the world's information at your fingertips. You can just Google whatever it is that you want to figure out and you can figure it out if you just put in the time and effort. I trusted you, I believe in you. Everything is figure outable. The next one is you are the average of the 7 people you spend most of your time with. You know how they say your network is your net worth? That's totally true. Think about your circle of friends right now. Think about the people who you're always around. Think about your relationship. Think about your parents. Think about whoever it is that you spend most of your time with. You are going to become just like them. So you can choose a very different life for yourself if you choose different people to hang out with or different people to be around. So choose them wisely. Next lesson I've learned is make time for your health or you will be forced to make time for your disease. Especially as young people, we don't think about health too much because we feel like, oh, we are omnipotent and we'll always live forever, but that's not gonna last. We're gonna get old really soon, and if we don't make time for our health now when we're young, then we will be forced to make time for our disease when we're older. Something that both Harsh and I are trying to live by now is just have healthier habits when it comes to food, when it comes to sleeping, when it comes to exercise. We're doing that now so I can avoid making time for a disease in the future. Next one is no one is coming to save you, you have to save yourself. When I was a child, I would always imagine someone would magically walk into our house, offer me 1 crore rupees and would be rich. That was a fantasy I had for longer than I would like to admit. So many of us are stuck in the victim mentality where we feel like bad things have happened to us and we're a victim, or we feel like someone should come and save us or someone should come and fight on behalf of us, but that's never gonna happen. No one is coming to save you. You are the person who's meant to save you. That's just how it is. If you put your faith in other people, you have a big chance of getting disappointed. So just put your faith in yourself and hopefully you won't disappoint yourself. Next one is stop trying to control everything. I was such a big control freak. I wanted everything to be perfect, everything to work out just exactly how I wanted it, and when things didn't work out, I would lose my shit. I would get so angry and I would just feel the worst. Just give it up because you physically cannot control everything. Earth is gonna continue spinning, the sun is gonna continue rising. Irrespective of you, it's okay to not have control. The next lesson I've learned is your thoughts make your reality. Your thoughts literally manifest into the real world. How do you think antibiotics, spaceships, cars, buildings have come into the real world? Because somebody thought of them in their brain first. So whatever you think in your brain will 100% manifest into reality if you put in the action. I haven't made up the rule. It's the universe's rule. It's just how it is. The next one is love is more than just a feeling. It's a conscious choice. Love is a choice that you make every day. It's a choice to love that person and to cherish that person every day. That's how relationships last a lifetime, when you choose to love them every single day. Okay, next one is watch the sunrise and the sunset. Look at the moon and the stars. Mother Nature, she is a work of art. She is beauty. She is everything, and you must honor her. You must witness her magic because she weaves magic every day. It's so easy to just get lost in the day-to-day and like forget that we are living in a floating rock in space, but it's so wild. You and I understand what that means. So take a minute, watch the sunrise happen, watch the plants sway in the wind. Just be present, I guess is what I'm saying. Be present in nature. Be present. Okay, the next one is if someone talks bad about other friends to you, then they may be talking bad about you to other people. Gossiping was something that I'm not proud to admit, but I would do a lot of when I was younger. But now I physically cannot stand hearing anything negative about someone else, because if I do that, then it gives permission to the person to do the same thing about me to someone else, and I don't want drama in my life. I am working very hard to build a life that is drama free, so yeah, I will not partake in gossip. The next one is everyone is selfish, so you should be too. We're taught that we shouldn't be selfish, that being selfish is bad, but actually that's the best way to keep us from realizing our potential. Majority of the time you should be putting yourself first, because no one else is going to put you first. They're going to put themselves first, so you might as well put yourself first. You know how they say in a plane, put your own life jacket on first before you assist others, because you have to be alive to assist someone else. That's the same with being selfish with your time, your money, your energy. So that's what I'm doing now. I am filling my cup first before I can help someone else. Next lesson I have learned is you are not your thoughts, but you are the observer of your thoughts. It takes a little while to understand, but once you understand it, then you can just, a whole new level is unlocked in life. Let me say it again. You are not your thoughts, but you are the observer of your thoughts. Did you get it? No? Okay. Come back to this video another time. Maybe you would have gotten it by then. I'm losing out of battery, so I'm just gonna finish it. The next one is take risks. You only live once, and no one who's ever gotten any kind of success or has ever gotten there without taking risks. If you fail, you fail. If you succeed, you succeed. But whatever you do, don't be afraid to take risks. That was all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and share this video if you liked it, and drop a comment below because I would love to hear from you. And yeah, see you next time. Bye.